It's a new year. It's a new me. It's the return of NeNe. We're going to Carnival.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey.
It's 2020.
Woo! 2020 vision.
Hello. It's a new year. It's a new us, kind of.
We're still a little problematic.
Exactly. It's the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show for AfterBuzz TV. I'm your host, Hollywood Lian, and I have my girl with me, my partner in crime, the one and only Drew Jones.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
Happy to be back.
I'm in an Oprah singing mood today.
I like it. I'm here for it. I'll
Happy
be your Gail.
Sunday. I love it. Gail King, the one and only. Shout out to her. Let's do this. The return of NeNe. It's episode 10. We're going to be talking about a lot of things tonight. It's a new year, so it's a new us. We're going to be breaking it down for you guys. Make sure to stay till the end of the show. We have some tweets brought up by Drew Jones. They're going to be shady and full of gossip. We have some photos for you guys. It's going to be a good show. Make sure to leave us a comment and subscribe. Since we're not really with you live right now, we're working on some issues, but we're here. And let's do this. We're going to be talking about the return of NeNe, Dennis and Portia, and who is the snake? Who is the snake? That is the question of the hour.
That's the question.
Let's get into this. NeNe is back. We're in Canada. Baby, we are here for Carnival. And we have a photo for you guys right away for you. Drew, Carnival. Have you heard of this?
Yes.
Are you going? Like, what's the deal? I've never even... I've heard of this, but I thought it was in Brazil for some reason.
A lot of... So, South Americans have celebrated. I'm Jamaican. West Indies Carnival is like a celebration of life, love, the pursuit of happiness, and liberty. So, Toronto has a lot of West Indies people.
Perf.
Drake. He's Jamaican, air quotes. So yeah, it's a big party. It's a good time. I love it. I'm going this year.
And you're the first timer, right?
No, I've been to Carnival Jamaica in Jamaica, and I've been to LA Carnival.
Wait, LA has one?
They do. You have to come.
Oh, if LA has one, I will definitely go.
Come out in dirty wine.
I want to wear sequins.
Yes, feathers, all of it.
Sequins for everybody. Oh my God. When is Carnival?
Toronto is end of July, like early August.
Perfect.
It depends. Like Jamaica's is in April normally, so it depends.
So the summer will be good.
Yes.
Perfect for wearing those outfits. I love it.
I'm starting in the gym tomorrow, Henny.
We have the photo for you of the ladies for you guys. We're pulling this up because we're going to be breaking down the fashions for you guys. Lots of sparklies for you guys. Is the photo up and ready for us?
Yes.
Perfect.
Quick tea.
I love it. What do you think about the costumes? Who's best dressed for you right away?
For me, I love big wings for Carnival, so I really, really, really like Tanya. But I do love a good headpiece, and they all look great.
I do love a good headpiece, too.
Because normally in Carnival, you'll go with your girls, and you have a common themed like outfit, and so it'll just be little alterations to make it more personalized on you. But some people will just completely match. But some people like Tanya.
I like Candy's. I like Portia's boobs.
Yeah.
I like the pop of color on Tanya's because I like that turquoise accent.
You can tell Kenya is a pageant queen. She's
just
killing
from her
it.
stance and everything. It's very USA 90s.
Yes.
Cynthia's is a little covered up by her hair, so I can't really see much of the detail, but I'm sure it's fabulous. Yvonna is in there, not in the picture, but she's there in the episode, opening doors for NeNe. NeNe told her, leave the blonde to me, which is really interesting. Candy is the detective of the season, and NeNe,
Lenithia, child,
has apologized to Eva. But I feel like NeNe was driving this apology, even though I felt like Eva really got to express herself. Like, I thought she was even borderline going a little too far for the NeNe. But, you know, NeNe was guarded by those sunglasses. What did you think about this situation, the reunion of NeNe and Eva?
Okay, NeNe technically, by definition, apologized, but did she? Because she was like, "I'm sorry, I'll own up to what I did, whatever that was."
Well, she added that at the end.
Yeah, she didn't necessarily identify what she
was like,
felt.
"I apologize if that's how you felt."
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm like, ugh.
But baby steps, I'll take them. I really didn't like NeNe last season. I feel like she's trying at least, and that's really all we can ask for.
Well, do you agree with Kenya? Like, she's over there on her island by herself, and nobody wants to play with her. That's why she's going to do the apology tour, and that's technically what she's doing. She's going literally down the line, apologizing to everybody.
But isn't that what we all, like, wouldn't you probably not apologize?
Are you kidding me? I've been that person that has to apologize to everybody.
Exactly. Wouldn't you, like, if I didn't have to, no one likes to apologize. If I didn't have to apologize, I'm not going to do it.
I've been doing it my whole life.
So
Baby, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
So I get what she's doing.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at her.
You know, I thought it was interesting. I mean, I liked that there was a mixture of everything. There was a mixture of the foo-foo, as Yvonna calls it, but there was also like some sincerity in there. I don't think it... I think all of these fights, now that we're looking at them, they all seem so petty and surface. Like, are you guys really fighting for like a whole year about this sort of stuff? I feel like the Eva thing, that is something that was conveyed very seriously, but I don't know if it really is that serious, because she doesn't take any type of security precautions. She just posted a photo of her new home.
Yeah, she does. I get both sides of it. I don't think it was that deep, but I do understand if I say no cameras and you lead me to believe that there's not any and you don't have a mic. I do feel kind of betrayed.
Oh yeah, you're shady.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would have done the scene, but I think at the end I would have been like, I'm mic'd, just letting you know.
Yeah.
I had to, like, they wouldn't let me take it off. I would have blamed it on Bravo.
I would have just like done something, ruffled my shirt or something to make it obvious that I have a mic on me.
Well, I've never been to Toronto, but I really want to go. Canada seems so fun. And the one time I actually had the chance to go to Canada is when I went to Seattle and I forgot my passport. So my friends in Seattle were like, we're going to have to stay in the city. Like, we were going to take you to Canada. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I ruined everything.
You sure did.
Apologizing again.
Yep.
So they go to this tower, which is like 1,000 feet in the air. I don't know what it's called. It's like the CNN building.
The CN Tower.
CN Tower. I was like the CNN or something like that.
The Fox News.
Yeah. The CN Tower, which is basically like, you know, the stratosphere of Toronto. I have one of those in my city. I'm from Vegas, and we have the stratosphere. We have the... you know, the contraptions at the top where there's all sorts of like bungeeing and like a little roller coaster up there. And I was a NeNe. I ate at the restaurant. And it was scary just eating up there because it moves and
Yeah.
I did the roller coaster.
I've done the bungee jump.
Yeah.
Off the stratosphere.
No, you did not.
Yes. And so that's why watching this, I was like, oh,
That's
I can.
nothing what they did then.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I could do this. And then as we were watching them go up the elevator, I was like, maybe not.
Yeah, in the in Vegas, you don't see yourself going up the elevator.
Yeah.
You just come
You just
up
go
at the top.
up and you don't even realize how high
But
you are.
you've jumped off the fucking tower. Oop, I'm sorry.
Yes, I sure have. I've jumped off of it. And it was cool. You know?
Oh my God, how scary! But it doesn't
you don't go fast.
I know
you
they control it, right?
Yeah, you go pretty like.
It's still you're like up there. That's scary.
Yeah, I mean it's still a lot, but yeah, you're not completely just plummeting down.
So the girls did not do any of that. They were tied up like ornaments, and they just kind of walked around and like went to the edge. You know, Candy said it was all corny, and she loves the thrills. You know, all of this while Eva's breaking down the beef. 10 stories up with NeNe. NeNe versus everybody. The sunglasses haven't came off. That was interesting how she went down the line and she was like, I'm not even going to mess with Kenya. There is no type of history there. And looking back on it, she's actually right. I don't think there's ever been a time where they've really gotten along. Have they ever gotten along?
They've been more cordial at points, but no, I don't think they've ever been
I think the
friends.
only time that NeNe's ever shown any type of like positive affirmation towards Kenya is when she's laughing at her jokes at the reunion and it's towards someone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes Kenya's funny that way. But I've never really seen them close. So
I appreciate her being like, there's no
Yeah.
point because we're not friends. Because if she tried that, that's when I'd be like, you're being fake. But she's right.
And
There's no
she
point.
left the Cynthia conversation to be the big one, and she talked about Portia right away. And I feel like it should have been opposite. I feel like it's more easier to make up with Cynthia than it is with Portia. Portia's the one that's being a little stubborn. At least Cynthia wanted to say thank you for the thank you package that you sent me.
But I think for NeNe, I think what NeNe realizes is Cynthia engaged now is a whole new
Ball game?
yeah.
Because it's another opinion?
Because she's got this confidence now. Like, you have the ring on your finger, you know what I'm saying? Everyone's,
need you.
yeah, you're not the one on the out. So it's like, why would I want to go towards that one? Because Cynthia can, be a little bit bolder than I've been used to in our friendship.
Let us know what you think about NeNe in the comments. I want to know your stance on this. And make sure to watch It's Bravo Bitch on Wednesday, because we're going to have this continuation, plus a lot of other things. I want to move on about Portia. Doggone it.
I was sitting there like racking my brain, like, doggone it. What's going on?
We're talking about Dennis and Portia, our second subject. This is interesting. She said, she's enjoying the flowers, being wooed. He's working on his family, thank God. She was happy about the flowers, but I don't know if she's going to be happy about him being in the building. What do you think about this? Do you think it's too soon? Do you think she's punished him enough? And do you think she should forgive him right away? I don't know. How do you feel about this?
I think what's frustrating about this, and obviously they're together now, and if that's what she wants, then awesome. It's none of my business. But for me personally, I think it's frustrating that he is really pushing along their healing process as if he's the one who was hurt, Like
he's healing too.
Like he's like, oh, I'm going to pull up on you. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep putting myself in your face. And it's like, you would be in my face and we'd be happy had you not gone and done this. So we get to do this on my time because you're the one who messed this up, not me. So that's annoying to me.
I appreciate the flowers and being mood and stuff, but I think if I'm going away, I'm going away.
And you need to leave me alone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going away. I want to do stuff on my own and not think about it.
I'm trying to go find Drake.
Okay. I'm in Toronto. Carnival, baby. I'm wearing sequins right now.
Yup.
By the way, I love deviled eggs.
Love them. Love that journey.
Deviled eggs. I feel like everybody's impressions on the bus were good. Of course, NeNe didn't participate. We're on our way to Carnival, and the girls are on the bus, and they're talking about impressions. And then Yvonna gets up to do an impression of Portia, and she's talking about deviled eggs. And I'm like, what? Nobody got it. It was like a big montage of confusion on the episode. But everybody's impressions of each other were actually pretty good.
They were good. Who was your favorite?
Candy doing NeNe, because it was pretty spot on.
Candy doing NeNe was pretty spot on. I'm trying to think.
And Candy's been looking good. You pointed it out.
The black dress?
She's just been looking good the last couple episodes.
She has been. I'm really excited about Candy this season because this is the Candy I love and that I missed from last season because she kind of was just like on the grudge train.
Yeah.
But I really, really I love Candy. It's nice to see her like this again.
Well, it's interesting because she's the quiet cop. There's 3 cops in the episode. And Portia's like the good and the bad cop, and then Kenya's just the bad cop.
Yeah, just bad.
Kenya was going crazy. She really wants to find the snake, which leads us to our final subject. Who is the snake here?
We know.
Someone recorded Cynthia talking about NeNe in a negative manner. That's why NeNe and Cynthia are now in this deeper of a dungeon that they have been in the last couple years. Their friendship has been kind of rocky, but now with this recording that has emerged, it's like a whole deeper hurt kind of thing. And that's crazy for someone to record our conversation and you take it back to somebody else. I want to know who that person is in that group too. Candy is right about that. She's like, I don't know what you're capable of if you're recording me. What kind of psychopath does that? Sociopath. Joe Goldberg, season 2. You, Netflix.
So hot.
Oh my God. We all need a Joe in our life, don't we?
I mean, he just wanted to
I'm
hold his
wearing a
best
Joe
for her.
Boger hat, like, you know.
Lian, is that you? I can't even tell.
I know, because I'm wearing a Joe Goldberg hat. You can't tell it's me. I'm peeping up on you. Pulling up.
Pulling up.
Oh, no, but seriously, like, yeah.
I just feel like I feel very confident about who I think the snake is because of all of my time watching Vanity Fair's lie detector tests with celebrities and also BuzzFeed's private investigator things. And there's just certain ticks people have, and I think it's Yvonna because she's thirsty. When Candy was sitting in there with her and NeNe and Marlo,
I have no idea.
Yeah, and the way she said, I was like, "Oh, you lying!"
Exactly, like you know who it is, you just don't want to say it. If you said that, that's actually the truth. But instead, you're lying. Like we know you know, so you might as well be like, "I know, but I'm not going to tell you." That's a whole different thing from being like, "I have no idea." Girl, we know you are lying.
Because they're absolutely right. If she did really know and they kept pressing her, she would want to say it was someone else to keep the heat off of her because she's new. She wants everyone to like her.
And she does know because she kind of admitted it final of this episode. She kind of was like, it is not my place. Like, that person will come forward. And I feel like they came up with everything. Kenya was going crazy. She was like, the snake knows. The snake is here. I'm like, calm down. Just trying to show off your acting skills.
Right? But also hilarious.
So funny.
But it's
Snakes, the case of the fake people. Please tell me you remember that TLC song.
Yes.
Okay, I love you. The case of the fake people.
But it just like I can't stand Yvonna. Like I really don't like her.
She's so thirsty.
I want Shamari back.
And I love how NeNe punked her.
Yes.
She was like, go get the door, Shavana.
Maid.
Yvonna, whatever your name is.
Hi, maid. See you're in your maid
and
outfit.
Don't be wearing blonde. That's my thing. I'm like, she just punked you. She, you know, like a dog comes in on the territory and like pisses and is like, this is my territory. That's what NeNe just did. She came over and pissed on Yvonna's little like.
It's like when
remember who brought you.
When Regina George said white gold was her thing, and so when Gretchen Wiener got those really beautiful white gold hoops from her parents, she had to pretend
I couldn't wear them anymore. It was so sad.
I'm sorry I watched.
Oh my God, you're wearing them now. I love those hoops.
I'm Regina George. I'm the black Regina George.
Oh man, this is really interesting because Yvonna is someone that has been trying to kind of squeeze herself in here. And, you know, she's bringing the fashion. She's getting her makeup done before
Is she bringing the fashion?
No, I like her fashion. It's Fashion Nova.
Don't drag Fashion Nova.
I went into Fashion Nova the other day because I was like, I want something cozy. And, like, maybe they have, like, you know, something. And they had stuff, but it wasn't for me. Maybe it was just that location. It just wasn't stocked up.
Yeah.
There's stuff.
You gotta go online.
Yeah.
I got you.
What was in the store was not the business.
It's like no one's wearing this.
I'm like, I thought I saw some better stuff online.
I saw this on Yvonna. And I'm not wearing it. Look, get it out.
Exactly. I'm like, what happened here? The middleman is running off with the good clothes. Like, someone gave you this. It was not the business. I'm like, this is not Fashion Nova. But they had like the stores, so I thought it was interesting. Let's get into our tweets. You know, Real Housewives of Atlanta is at an interesting point right now because they're ending every episode right when something crazy about to happen. It's getting really crazy though because we're getting to something that is going to end up getting physical. We all have seen the trailer, NeNe and Kenya. But then Drew and I just saw this clip right before we started the show of Marlo calling out Portia, right?
That's what
I thought.
So
what did Marlo say? Oh no, Marlo calling out Cynthia.
I was gonna say we had to watch a couple times because at first I thought it was Portia, the way Portia gets up immediately after, but it seems like it might be Cynthia.
Yeah, I think Portia gets up to maybe defend.
Yeah, I don't know who Portia's
Cynthia or either get out of the entire hotel room.
No, she got up. She was ready to go.
But all I know is that Marlo said, like, you're the most insecure woman.
I was like, where? Who said that?
Who said that? Drew, take it away with the tweets.
All right. Well, seeing as I don't like Yvonna, it was humbling and happy to see that people agree with me. So, Velvet Rope Libra said, Yvonna was not needed this season at all. I would have loved seeing Shamari instead. And same, girl.
Oh my God, I agree.
If we're going to have one tiny little, like, crazy
you.
person, I want it to be Shamari and her little drunk self.
Oh my God, you know, she would have been so wasted at that rooftop and would have been like, Kenya, you ruined the moment for Cynthia. You ruined that moment because you're a hater.
Oh,
who does that?
A whole hater.
I think he's going to propose tonight. Did we not just talk about this on text message? Who does that? Shut up. I don't care how excited you think you are. You are not a good friend. Who does that?
I'm sorry that Mark doesn't like you, but,
For
like,
real.
don't ruin your friend's engagement.
He doesn't like anybody.
Candy is a better woman than me because I would have dragged Kenya by her lace.
I would have been so pissed. Let's move on to the next
Her
tweet.
next tweet was... I'm not gonna ask everybody for deviled eggs because everybody's deviled eggs ain't good. And if that's not the truth,
I'm so glad you brought that up.
I had the worst deviled eggs while I was on break, and I was like,
I love
what's in
deviled
these?
eggs.
I do too. I was
Did
like,
they try to like put other stuff in them? You got to keep it basic and simple.
she put I'm not gonna say what ethnicity this woman was, but I think we know.
She put like bacon and other.
She
all
put
sorts of...
she put prosciutto and a banana pepper on it.
No.
I said, what?
Can't you just keep it simple? A little paprika.
I said, what in the Julia Childs is going on here? Get
Maybe a
this
little
out.
chive, if anything, for greenery. But I just want to keep it simple.
Right.
Extra paprika, baby.
Whew, goodness gracious.
Oh, I love me some deviled
And
eggs.
then
So glad you brought up that tweet.
My last tweet is... Oh, there it is. Okay. Yvonna is the help NeNe just confirmed by making her get the door. That's from Cedric M. Taylor Jr.
Thank you.
Period.
I mean, she told you to get up and answer the door, and you did. I would have been like, I'm not getting the
You
door.
didn't hesitate. You were like, yes.
But you knew you had to. I mean, you're in Canada, and it's Tanya time, and even though she's not, like, on the cast... it's her trip. Like, you are, I don't know where you come in this. The only reason you're there is because you know who the snake is, and it's probably you. It's so her. Why else would she be there?
No one else has any reason to do it. Like, for a second, I was like, maybe Tanya, but...
No.
I know. And then I instantly was like, no,
On
that makes...
Cynthia?
Yeah, I know. But I was trying to think, like, who's like an ass kisser, and Tanya was
the only person I can think of is Marlo, but Marlo is the one that's like talking about this, you know, like she's part of the Players Club, so she can't be one of the suspects.
I really didn't think it was Marlo. That didn't even cross my...
And Candy's point about Marlo was really right when she was like, no, Marlo has no reason to. She would just come out and say
That's
it.
what I'm
like,
saying. Marlo would just repeat it.
Cynthia was talking so much crap about you. She said that you were this, and that, with the cherry on top.
Because Marlo
You know what I mean?
enjoys it, so it's like why
Exactly.
she wouldn't? Yeah, it's Yvonna. I don't care.
And it was interesting, you know, that at that rooftop, NeNe brought up a really good point when they were all in that room talking about the leaks and stuff. And she's like, I don't talk to bloggers. NeNe don't talk to bloggers. NeNe, Lanithia, no one talks to bloggers. Yes, you do. That video clip of her calling Cynthia weak, that's a blog.
Yeah.
That's like a podcast. You ain't fooling anybody.
I think she meant like as in like leak. She doesn't leak things. Like
Yeah,
if she's gonna do
exactly.
it, you're gonna get a direct quote.
Exactly.
And I think that's a fair thing for her to say. I don't think she leaks stuff.
I don't think she leaks stuff too, but here's the point I was trying to make. I think that NeNe brought up a good point because Cynthia was like, oh, we were all up. Eva was saying we were all up there airing our grievances and stuff. And then NeNe said, oh, did they bring up Kenya talking about the proposal and stuff?
Yeah, that's true. That's just so messy. Cause she I don't like when Kenya plays dumb because she's smart.
And she brought up the marching band thing, and they did not address that.
They didn't.
I think that was
too
messed
much.
up. She brought an entire marching band to your hair event. You crashed the party with an entire marching band. It's like Wedding Crashers times 2.
And it's weird that Cynthia, I don't know. I'm very much one of those people who, like, when my friend's wrong and to my other friend, like, I'm not gonna.
Like, you need to apologize. You were rude.
Yeah,
AF.
and Cynthia was like, I mean, I wouldn't do it, and I was just, this is a very
That's what I was
political
trying to bring
answer.
up. It's not the first thing. It was the marching band thing. I'm like, she didn't bring up the marching band thing. I would have talked about that immediately as Marlo, and that was really interesting. And Marlo was just kicking back. I think she was sipping on that Hennessy too with Portia.
Feeling good.
And she was like, I'm going to just let these two have it. But I would have brought that up. If you brought a marching band to my event, that's freaking rude.
Yeah.
You know, sorry guys that we've been going through it with the holidays and stuff. We had to jam some episodes together. I've been kind of away. You know, Danny's not here. Erica's sick tonight. We're all just trying to get our lives together for the better.
Trying to get 2020 going.
But I'm telling you, it's going to be hot. So make sure to keep with us and stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe to 2 or more of our channels. We'll shout you out on the show. Let's talk about some predictions. What do we think is going to happen for the rest of this season? Do you think NeNe is going to get along with the girls? And this fight, who's going to win?
I mean, I wouldn't want to. If I had to fight Kenya or NeNe, I'm fighting Kenya.
NeNe did say, shut the F up, B. And then Kenya repeated it back in a more forceful manner, making NeNe lunge at her. And then they lunged together. I've been watching a lot of Dog Whisperer. So it's like...
No.
So I kind of want to be like, the dominant energy came in and claimed the space, and then the other one was like, no. And then that tone of the voice accelerated the other energy, and then they both went, Rawr!
Yeah,
That's really what happened.
I think NeNe is gonna, if there is contact, I think NeNe messed it up.
I don't think there's contact, because I think both bodyguards jumped in, and this production crew has been assaulted before. This production crew is close to the contact. They're used to the contact.
I mean, there's a couple of the producers on the production crew I wouldn't mind coming in contact with. So
hold me down, please.
I get it.
Those big, beautiful...
The one producer from last episode, I was like, hi.
We see him on the show, and they're all wearing, like, baseball caps.
Like, suddenly I have to go back
and they're
to
just,
Atlanta.
like, these big, buff PAs.
If they watch it, my DMs are open. If you guys watch this after show, like, what's up? I'm single. Hey.
Everything's open. So, predictions. So, what do you think is going to happen throughout the season, though? Do you think it's going to come to a head? Do you think NeNe and Cynthia are going to make up?
I don't think they're gonna make up. I think they're gonna slowly burn. Like, they're gonna just get slowly better. But I don't think they're ever gonna necessarily be back. But I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Interesting. Well, I think Portia and Dennis are going to come together. Obviously, they're together back on Instagram. So we know that the family unit is getting back together. So I am here for the love. So I'm going to just put the vibes out saying that Portia's going to be happy, not just about the flowers and the wooing, but she's going to be happy to put her family back together. You know, she went through a lot, and it was really hard to see her cry on national TV. It was really hard to see her this hurt because she really put her love into it. That's Portia's theme, you know, even though she's evolved as a person and she started out as some really basic, weak character, pretending to be something that she wasn't, she's evolved into a full-blown castmate that everyone loves and admires and roots for. So, with that being said, I am rooting for her family to get back together, and it looks like they all are back together. They spent a beautiful Christmas wearing all Versace.
Yes, child.
Make sure to watch It's Bravo Bitch this Wednesday at 2 p.m. I'm going to break down all the hottest Bravo shows, not just Real Housewives of Atlanta. Below Deck is getting crazy. There's a lot of misogyny going on that I need to point out. Some of it was in the studio here, and I had no idea about it. They conned me. Kind of like Vicky Gunvalson conned everyone on the last reunion and went off on a homophobic tyrant. So make sure to break it down and watch it with me. I'm going to talk all about it on Wednesday. It's Bravo Bitch. Drew, what do you want to promote?
If you guys like talking about beautiful black women and all the other crazy things that life brings us, go check out Sisters on Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. We have a really good time over there. And if you guys want to just follow me, you can follow me on all the things at OKDrewJ.
Yes, it is Sunday. We will be here next Sunday. It's my favorite day of the week, other than Wednesday. Real Housewives of Atlanta after show. We will be breaking it down every Sunday, 9 p.m. Pacific time, Next week, Erica Edwards will be back. We'll have Danny B back, and the girls will be back together. Maybe I'll be in a Carnival sequence. You never know. You know, I like to have the ladies out sometimes. Show them out. AfterBuzzers, we'll see you next Sunday. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.